Jay Kitchen from jaysbeard.com. I hope you're doing well today. Very happy that you came through to hang out with us for a little while. We are doing an unboxing and sort of first impressions from some items that we got from Heretic Parfums. Now, this is the box. I already did open it, so it's not a true like reaction shot to an unopened box. But I just wanted to show you how this came. This is, like I said, from Heretic Parfums. It's very well packed. And then there's a box within the box. And it's a really nice, big, I mean, it's a little bit of packaging overkill, but I thought you'd like to check it out. We take the ribbon off, and then it opens from the bottom. Now, we had ordered 3 things, so it comes up. As you can see, I've already torn the seal. On top, there's a little, pouch where the receipt is. And what do we have in here? We've got Beekeeper, which is a limited edition parfum. It's a 15 ml. And then we got 2 of some solid perfumes, which I'd never tried before. And they had them on special. I put one in my cart because it was discounted, and then mysteriously they put another one in. So I think they really wanted to clear this stuff out. As you open this, you've got the products in here. You got a lot of, shredded black paper. It looks very, very cool. This box has been fragranced with dirty mango, so they even spray the inside of the box for the mood setting, I guess. I do get a little bit of a stale mango, not so much dirty. So we ordered the Beekeeper, which we'll be doing a separate and/or companion review of. We've covered it in the Heretic Discovery Set video, which you should check out. There may be a link to it at the end of this video or down below. The Beekeeper, this is the limited edition. I believe this is 95% natural, whatever that may mean. I think the 5% is because it's got beeswax. Absolutely. It's actually 95% vegan. My mistake. Plant-based eau de parfum, flammable, keep away, so on and so forth. All right, so the commentary on the side of the box. Warm, smoky, and sweet, sun-baked wood, a living hum, and the sudden spill of scent. Warm beeswax, buttery and gold, dense with the ghost of 100 flowers. The bee's own musk rises intimate and unmistakably alive. Honey flows in a deep glow, not a simple sweetness, but true work of transformation. Soft puffs of smoke curl in, dry and calming, turning the air velvety and strange. One breath and you are at the hive's threshold where smoke, wax, and honey conspire into alchemy. Whoever writes their copy does a really good job. I have to say, it's quite good. Now, I tried this in the Discovery Set, and I was really blown away by it. Hence, that's why I ordered the decant. That's not decant. It's a 15 ml container. I think it was just like $65. Oh boy, it is good. If you like honey and smoke, this is really. It's kind of. I'm not going to say it's mind-blowing, but it's really good. If you like honey, a lot of people don't like it. They won't like the way this smells. Some people find honey scents smell like urea. I don't know. I don't understand that. But, everybody's sniffer is a little bit different, right? This, however, the Beekeeper, is really nice. It's and we're going to let it sit for a little bit. But it's got the smell of the beeswax as well. It's just a very warm, comforting kind of scent, and I really like the size, because it's easy to carry. Travel size is quite nice. So the other 2 items in the box are 2 of this product, the Bride. This is a solid perfume, and this was done in conjunction or in collaboration with the movie called The Bride, which I think I'm not sure when it came out. And the promo material that comes with this, Till Death, A solid perfume for the bride. So I guess the perfume actually is called Till Death. It's not called the bride. The notes: Heretic Parfum, the modern house of natural and unapologetically sensual fragrance, joins forces with writer-director Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride, a radical reimagining of the Frankenstein myth with Jessie Buckley. The comments on the little flyer that come with this: in the 1930s, solid perfumes were object of devotion, small mirrored compacts tucked into clutches and kept close to the heart. Now, Heretic reanimates that tradition for a story about reanimation itself. Till Death is a celebration of transformation and imperfection, proof that beauty need not be perfect to be eternal. The collaboration embodies the shared soul of cinema and alchemy, both concerned with bringing the inanimate to life. It is very interesting. So the perfume is not sprayed, it is touched, anointed, brought to life like the creature. So you've got this little compact in here, and it's really cool. Okay, so Concrete Heretic Parfum, Eau de Macabre. Can you even see that? The reflection is kind of, here we go. And it's got the little release button, bink, it opens up. You've got the mirrored compact here, and then the perfume, befitting reanimation of a dead person, it's black. Now, the black doesn't, it's black on your finger, but you put it on your neck, on the other arm from the Beekeeper. This particular scent does not move me. Okay, it's a little bit gray. It's very. It would probably be good with something like Ancre Noir. It's got that sort of dark, rainy, misty, sticky kind of vibe to it. If that it makes any kind of sense at all. Now, the notations: the perfume is not sprayed. It is touched, anointed, brought to life like the creature at the center of the bride. It is both divine and defiant, beauty stitched from ruin. The compact, cast in black and silver, carries the aura of a lost relic, its surface darkened by time, edges glinting like sutures catching the light. Ooh, that's kind of weird. Um, Inside, a mirror reflects both maker and monster. Outside, lightning vein etching. What? Outside, lightning vein etching arcs across the lid. This is beauty with a pulse, strange, tender, and terrifyingly alive. Till death exhales like the reanimation of a monster. uh, okay, so the further notes: embalmed with alchemy, its metallic heartbeat pulsing through the bloom and singed with tobacco smoke, curling like the last breath of something reborn. Cadaverous skin, pale and trembling beneath the spark of creation, stained by vintage violet, a floral ghost revived from another century. It's kind of cool. I mean, it was $20, and I got two of them for $20, or something like that. It wasn't much more than that. It's a neat kind of presentation. The perfume, the scent itself, doesn't do a lot for me. We'll have to try it in the wintertime. It's a dark. It's a very dark, and not like an oudie dark. It's sort of like a. It's maybe it is violet. It's that kind of that dark floral nose. It's very different than Beekeeper for sure. Beekeeper is still going strong. It's a really it's a wonderful scent. I'm going to do a whole separate review of it at some point down the line. But Beekeeper and The Bride, or Till Death, I should say, aren't that similar. They really are not similar at all. But this, like I said, I thought was a kind of curious idea, and I may start exploring some solid scents. I know there are a lot of unisex ones, and there's a lot of female ones as well. But you see, it gets black, but when you put it on and you rub it, and you're supposed to. The idea with solid colognes and solid perfumes is to rub them on your pulse points. So they kind of, they're a little bit kind of waxy, as you can see from where my finger's been taking some off. And it, the theory is that it kind of, your body heat absorbs it, melts it, projects it, and you can redab or redaub later on during the day as the scent fades. But the commentary on the back of the Till Death box, on a shadowed table, a creature is assembled petal by petal, resin by resin. Jasmine and rose are stitched together like pale, fevered skin. Orris and violet leaf set the elegant bones and lungs. Labdanum and benzoin pour in warm as ambered blood, binding every seam with ache and devotion. Cedar braces the spine, tonka bean is pressed into the chest as the final spark. Then the storm breaks, lightning, breath, life, and the fragrance awakens. Interesting. Warmed by your finger, this solid perfume melts into skin with intimate slowness. Narcotic florals first, then molten resins and quiet woods, clinging like a vow whispered at the edge of the grave. Till death is desire resurrected. Velvet dark, tenderly monstrous, and sworn to you until the last spark fades. Again, Heretic Parfum joins forces with writer-director Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride for a perfume built from the body of contradiction, delicate yet macabre, romantic yet electric. This bold, iconoclastic take on one of the world's most compelling stories is only in theaters March 6th. I guess that's March 6th, 2026, so about 6 months ago. The scent, it's a nice dark floral scent. It's really, it's not unpleasant at all. I mean, if you want to think of The Bride of Frankenstein, okay, but it's something different, and you know, it was worth taking a shot on because why not? So that is the unboxing. We may go into more detail in separate reviews with respect to The Bride, or should I say Till Death, and the Beekeeper for sure. So check out hereticparfums.com, see what they got going on over there. It's very interesting. I'm really glad you watched. If you've tried any of their parfums, or if you got some solid cologne suggestions for us, please let us know down below. In the meantime, stay lifted, stay well groomed, stay smelling freaking awesome, whether it's with one of these items, something different, or nothing at all. And don't forget to be kind to our 2- and 4-legged friends, and we'll catch you on the next video. Cheers, everybody. We love you.